Good morning. Here we are at Friday, the 17th of July, and our text for today comes from Isaiah 44. I'll pick up with verse 12. The ironsmith fashions it and works it over the coals. He shapes it with hammers and forges it with his strong arm. He becomes hungry and his strength fails. He drinks no water and is faint. The carpenter stretches a line. He marks it out with a pencil. He fashions it with planes and marks it with a compass. He shapes it into the figure of a man, with the beauty of a man, to dwell in a house. He cuts down cedars, or he chooses a holm tree or an oak, and lets it grow strong among the trees of the forest. He plants a cedar, and the rain nourishes it. Then it becomes fuel for a man. He takes a part of it and warms himself. He kindles a fire and bakes bread. Also he makes a god and worships it. He makes it a graven image and falls down before it. Half of it he burns in the fire. Over the half he eats flesh. He roasts meat and is satisfied. Also he warms himself and says, Aha, I am warm. I have seen the fire. And the rest of it he makes into a god, his idol, and falls down to it and worships it. He prays to it and says, Deliver me, for thou art my God. Well, Christians and Jews especially have been warned against idolatry for 3,000 years, and some ages are more vigilant in trying to avoid idolatry, in sniffing it out, in pointing it out, in calling people to account. And other ages like ourselves, well, our age is not so good at spotting or confronting idolatry. Idolatry can take so many different forms. It can take the form of an ideology. It can take the form of a celebrity. It can take the form of an athlete. It can take the form of a political figure. It can take the form of a nationality or national heritage. It can take the form of race. Martin Luther famously said, That to which a man looks to for all good, and that to which he flees in time of trouble, is his God. And he meant that as a small g God. He meant that as his idol. We get caught up with so much idolatry, it becomes a part of the fabric of our lives. We have luxury items that we think we couldn't live without. We have designer drugs and alcohol to warm our hearts, but more than that, to begin to center our lives around. If your life is in orbit around anything other than the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit, there's a pretty good chance you are involved in idolatry up to the eyeballs. And similarly, if your only relationship with God is that God might be a helpful accessory to you as you pursue your goals and your ambitions, the idolatry of self is sometimes the most difficult one to shake off. Have a great day.